What is going on, my fellow WWE fans? This is your boy Hollywood Steve back with another video. Alright, in today's video, we got some WWE flavored news. And Rikishi made some comments about how he what he thinks of the Anoa'i family and this new the bloodline, and and how he's excited for how he's excited for this new for this new bloodline. And let's step right into this. Is from Wrestling Inc. So let's dive right into things. But before we do, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's dive right into things. So the article from Wrestling Inc. is titled, Rikishi thinks this member of the Anoa'i family is ready for the WWE. Rikishi is excited by the bloodline feud that is building up on WWE SmackDown, and feels the addition of another Anoa'i family member could spice things up even further. Solo Sikoa's bloodline is feuding with Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso, and the duo is outnumbered by Sikoa's group. On a recent episode of his Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast, the WWE legend stated that Zila Fatu is capable of shining in the bloodline storyline. But man, this is something new. You see Jacob and Jim on the same page. And then, man, how cool would that be if Zila would have popped in, or even, Jacob's brother, Journey Fatu. You know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Or even my son that's out there, the twins' brother, Miko Fatu. We got a bunch. But again, it ain't, and again, and I ain't coming after, well, I might be, yeah, if you book it right and run the storylines right, hey, it might be good for business. I know the bloodline's good for business. Fatu, the son of the Lady Umaga and nephew of Rikishi, is currently performing in the independent circuit on the independent circuit, and recently appeared in TNA Wrestling. He has been linked with a potential move to the WWE, which Rikishi has supported. So Zila's ready. I feel he's ready. I feel like, his father in some way still talks to him. And to be able to, give him that knowledge. If there's a heaven above, I'm sure his pops is looking after him. And just wish he was here to physically grab his hand and lead him through this crazy business of professional wrestling. Rikishi believes Zila is ready to step up to the main roster and doesn't have to go through NXT. Although he also thinks it's not a bad thing for him to be a part of the brand. He feels that a stint in NXT will prepare him for what is to come on the main roster. So let me know what you guys think about. Zila Fatu coming up to the main roster, or even Journey Fatu and Thamiko Fatu joining the bloodline storyline. Let me know what you guys. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think. I think that would be awesome, having two more Anoa'i family members to be part of the bloodline story. I think that'd be awesome to be part of that storyline. And I think that'd be awesome, pairing him with Roman and Jacob. That would be awesome. All right, going on to some AEW flavored news. All right, guys, going on to some AEW flavored news. Again, from Wrestling Inc., former WWE star Cedric Alexander comments on joining, or not comments on joining, but former WWE star Cedric Alexander on joining AEW. Nothing's off the table, he said. Former WWE star Cedric Alexander has reacted to potentially joining AEW and reuniting with his old faction in the promotion. After the Hurt Business reformed in AEW as the Hurt Syndicate, there was speculation that all the members from the WWE version of the group would eventually join AEW and recreate the magic they had in WWE. MVP Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin did exactly that, but one member missing from the original lineup is Cedric Alexander, who spoke potently about joining AEW and the group during a recent conversation on Busted Open. It's good to get people talking on rumors of him joining the Hurt Syndicate. I'm glad people were wondering what can happen, because that adds to the excitement of it all. Nothing is off the table, but right now I'm focused on me, focused on carving my own path. I'm being my own man. So to speak, he said. The Hurt Syndicate consists of Lashley, MVP, and Benjamin, and recently inducted MJF into the group after weeks of a will he, won't he scenario. Alexander, meanwhile, is part of TNA, debuting in the promotion in June after being let go by WWE earlier in the year. Alexander has been a part of WWE for 8.5 years before being released by the promotion, and since his exit has featured in indie promotions like Defy and DPW as well as TNA. He made his TNA singles debut this weekend at this weekend's Slammiversary pay-per-view, where he faced off against another former WWE star, Mustafa Ali. It remains to be seen whether Alexander is on a short-term contract with TNA or a long-term deal, which would rule out a full Hurt Business reunion in AEW in the future. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about Cedric Alexander in TNA, and possibly Cedric Alexander being part of the Hurt, joining AEW and being part of the Hurt Syndicate. All right, back to WWE flavored news. Wrestling Inc. WWE's Drew McIntyre compares John Cena to a little blank. To little blank. John Cena compares Cody Rhodes to little B John Cena. Former WWE champion Drew McIntyre is not impressed with John Cena's current character and has detailed why he prefers facing Cody Rhodes. Rhodes and Cena will battle it out for the latter's undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam, and it seems that McIntyre is rooting for the American Nightmare to win and later face him. He explained why he dislikes the current version of John Cena in an interview with Sports Illustrated. I've never had a singles match with Cena. He's been ducking me his entire career. Don't know why. I'm sure he'd put it. I'm sure he'd put a spin on it as he always does. The problem is, I can spin things back verbally these days. Maybe that's why he's avoiding me. I don't know. He tore CM Punk apart that one week on the microphone with a pipe bomb. I enjoyed it, and I was like, "Gosh, I'd love to come back at Cena on the microphone." But he's not the same John Cena. He's a little blank these days. So I don't know why. I don't want John Cena. I want Cody Rhodes, declared McIntyre. The WWE SmackDown contrasted the personas of Cena and Rhodes. Contrasted the personas of Cena and Rhodes, and how what Rhodes preaches is exactly what he does. Cody is everything, basically that he says he is everything, basically that he says he is. I know underneath it all, He has faked it till he made it. And I've been guilty of that in the past myself. He does put in put the work in. He does go the extra mile in every possible way, every time. It's not an act. That really is him. No matter what anyone thinks about it. And I have my own feelings about it. But he does work his absolute what off. His absolute butt off. And he is that talented. And he's earned everything he's got. And as I mentioned, Cena's not the same. Cena and all the stuff he's saying, he says, he's just a little boy. I don't want that. The Scottishman vowed to beat Cena and send him out of the company, while once again reiterating that he wants to target Cody Rhodes. Now that would be something. That would be something. That would be pretty cool. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. I would love to see that. Sticking with the WWE, talking about Trick Williams here. Again, Wrestling Inc. Trick Williams on the possibility of a main roster call-up as TNA champion. So, if you guys don't know, Trick Williams Saturday, this past weekend, retained his TNA championship when he faced Joe Hendry and Mike Santana in a triple threat. So Trick Williams walked away as TNA champion. So this is what the article says here. TNA Wrestling is coming off arguably their biggest event in company history last night with their Slammiversary pay-per-view. So Saturday. As historic as that night was for TNA, it was bittersweet as both the TNA Knockouts World Championship and TNA World Championship left in the hands of WWE NXT stars. That's right. Just so you guys know, JC Jane beat Marsha Slamovich for the TNA Knockouts Championship. So now we have two NXT stars carrying the TNA banner, which is crazy. So both the TNA Knockouts World Championship and the TNA World Championship left in the hands of WWE NXT stars JC Jane and Trick Williams, respectively. After retaining his title, Williams could be in line for a call-up to the main roster as the reigning TNA World Champion. Addressing the possibility while joining the Battleground podcast. Man, that'd be beautiful. I mean, nothing would change. I just got to book a flight from Thursday night to Friday if it's on WWE SmackDown. That's the only thing that would be different. Williams commented, "I wear this gold with pride, man, and contrary to belief, Twitter's also saying that this is just a vanity project with Trick Williams, and he doesn't really care about the brand, and TNA is just a side quest. No, man, I'm proud to be the TNA champion." Williams knows very well the lineage of the former world champions he's joining, and the history of the company that he represents by holding the title. Former TNA world champions AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Moose, Bubba Dudley, and Kurt Angle were names listed off by Williams out of respect for being flag bearers of the company, but also being motivators for where he should be, wanting to be better than all of them. Williams then spoke on his experience working with both WWE and TNA. It's definitely helped me a lot. Helped me grow as a performer. It helped me trust my instincts. You know what I mean? WWE does things in a certain way, TNA does things a different way, and that's cool. Williams would say, being introduced to all these different styles makes me a more well-rounded performer. I appreciate this TNA run because I get to show a whole new side of Trick Williams that I didn't have before. So that's always really good. So yeah, I mean, I personally I like this. I like this TNA run for Trick Williams. I do. I mean, I don't know what you guys what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And on a side note, in other news, former WCW and NWO star, an NWO member, NWO Black and White, and NWO Wolfpack member, Buff Bagwell, within the last few days, has had his left leg amputated due to complications with an injury, and the healing, it wasn't healing, and it was just really bad. And so Thursday he had his leg amputated, and the crazy thing about that, he's not ruling out a return to the wrestling ring, which is crazy to me. But with a prosthetic, he could definitely do it. I mean, there was a, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a AEW guy that wrestled with a prosthetic, and you couldn't even tell. And so I would not be surprised if Buff were to come back. I would not be shocked. It would not surprise me. But I'm praying and wishing Buff all the best, and all the healing, and he makes a full recovery, and there's no complications there, and that if he desires to get back in the ring, that he can do that with the proper prosthetic, and that we could see a return of a Buff Marcus Bagwell, or Buff Bagwell. I would love that. I would like to see him return to WWE and get into the WWE Hall of Fame. Just because of what he's been through, what he's accomplished. He's 5-time tag team champion in WCW. And just he had a really good run with the NWO, and I would love to see him get a Hall of Fame induction. It would be so well deserved, in my opinion. I would love to see that from Marcus. I would love to see that from Marcus Bagwell. I would love to see that come full circle for him. That would be really incredible, with especially what he's gone through, the hard things, the hard times that he's gone through, and becoming sober, and just all that he's gone through. I would love for him to get an induction into the Hall of Fame, and join DDP and Sting and Booker T and Stevie Ray. I would love that. I would love that for Marcus Bagwell, or Buff Bagwell. I would love that for him. But hey guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. This is your boy Hollywood Steve saying, ruin your Hollywood. And remember, When you're Hollywood Steve, it's for life.